Gotta love Nashville. Good morning. It is Wednesday, March 29th, 2023. So I've been doing a carnivore challenge for March and April. That kind of went a little bit off the rails last week when we went out and had Mexican for my youngest daughter's birthday. And I had some birthday cake that night. And also this past weekend, after I'd said that I wasn't going to slip anymore, and I had some more sweet stuff and a couple of beers, because we had family over, and I gave into the societal pressure to eat sweets and drink some beer. Anyway, so I made a conscious decision on Sunday. I said, I can't do this anymore. I can't. I've got to stop, because I'm at the top end of the spiral, okay? Everybody knows the spiral. You know, you're doing good for a little bit, you have that one cheat day, you're like, okay, I'm going to work past that, and then you have another cheat day, and next thing you know, it's been a cheat month, and then you've picked up 5 pounds. So I'm at the top part of the spiral right now, and I'm getting ready to jump out of that spiral. So I made a decision. I did the best and had the best results and felt the best when I was doing beef, bacon, butter, and eggs. So I've decided that I'm going to do beef, bacon, butter, and eggs for April. But I started it this last Sunday. So today's day 4. You know, today's March 29th. I didn't want to wait until April to start the channel or to start the challenge. So I went ahead and started it on Sunday. Beef, bacon, butter, and eggs. That's it. And so today's 4, and I'm already feeling much better. It's crazy. You know, I've been 90 to 95% carnivore for the last 10 months. But I've only gone one stretch of 30 days or more where I had no carbs and no sweets. That was last November when I was doing beef, bacon, butter, and eggs. The rest of the time, I would have, 2 cheat days a month, maybe. But I never went that full, 30 days without cheating of some kind until last November. So I decided, well, now's as good as any time to do it again. So I started beef, bacon, butter, and eggs 3 days ago, and today's day 4, and I'm already feeling a lot better. I've been bloated. It's amazing what a couple of pieces of cake and a couple of beers will totally do to your body if you eat clean most of the time. And like I said, I've been eating clean most of the time. 95% of the time I've been eating clean, pretty clean carnivore. And that does include cheese. Cheese has been my Achilles heel throughout this whole thing, and likely will continue to be. I love cheese. But I'm gonna not do cheese for the beef, bacon, butter, and eggs, in April. But for the most part, I've been eating pretty clean carnivore. And it's like I said, it's just amazing what a couple of pieces of a couple of pieces of cake and some beers will do to you. It's just amazing. I woke up Sunday morning and I was just stiff and sore all over the place. Wow, that sun's really coming in on my rearview mirror. But I was so stiff and so sore when I woke up Sunday morning. I said, this isn't right at all. And I haven't felt that in a long time. So I got up and ran Monday morning. I take Sundays off. I don't work out on Sundays. But I got up and ran on Sunday and walked yesterday and then ran today. So I'm going to be doing 6 workouts a week. And already that stiffness is starting to leave me. A lot of it has left me. And if I were going from a straight like a straight high carb, high sweet diet to a low carb diet, I think it would be taking me a lot longer. But since I think my body is used to eating low carbs and high fat, then the inflammation is going down quicker than I think that it normally would. So I'm feeling good about that. But yeah, it's going to be beef, bacon, butter, and eggs at least until the end of April. I might extend it out to the end of May. We have a wedding to go to in May, and I have a conference that I've got to go to at the end of May. And it's going to be really hard to do beef, bacon, butter, and eggs if I'm at a conference. It shouldn't be that hard to do while we go out of town for the wedding. The conference will be a different story, but that's going to be at the end of May. Actually, I would have to go. I have to go to New Orleans for that conference, and we have to fly out on the 31st, I guess, which is the day after Labor Day, Memorial Day, whichever one comes in May. I can't ever remember. Memorial Day. So the conference is going to be kind of iffy. The main thing, though, over the last 10 months is that my alcohol intake has been minimal. Now, I used to be the guy, I never get drunk. I don't drink to get drunk. I like to get a small little head change, go to bed, sleep it off. It's just, I love that feeling. So I would drink 1 or 2 beers, but I would drink 1 or 2 beers every single night. And I'm talking about every night. You know, I switched that over to wine every once in a while, but most of the time it was beer. So for the last 10 months, especially starting last July, so I guess it would be 8 months. It really started July 4th. I've had, I could count on both hands the number of drinks that I've had over those 8 months. And that's made the biggest difference, I think, in the way that I felt and, you know, keeping down the bloat. I'm still not where I want to be weight-wise or appearance-wise, but I'm going to get there. It's not a quick process. You can't just do carnivore for 30 days and you just look and feel like $1 million and you know you've got the body that you want. It doesn't work that way. It's a long process. It can take some people years, according to what I've seen. It may take me a couple of years to get where I want to be, especially if I keep shooting myself in the foot by having these cheat days. But, you know, I'll get there. But the alcohol has been the biggest contributing factor to the way that I feel now, the way that I actually still look pretty decent. You know, I haven't lost my chin, still got my chin, still got my jawline, so, you know, that came back to me last year after not having it forever, so, you know, I'm pretty pumped about that. So yeah, it's just a process, but that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing beef, bacon, butter, and eggs for the month of April. Not letting, and look, I can't have any more excuses. I've given every excuse that I can use. Well, it was my daughter's birthday. Well, we had family over. Well, this, well, that. Well, I was out of town. Well, blah, blah, blah. You know, I've given every excuse that I can, and there just can't be any excuses this time. I just have to be stronger than I've been. And I've been strong for the most part. I don't want to say that I'm a weakling when it comes to this stuff. Like I said, I've been 95% carnivore for 10 months. It's that 5% though that's keeping me from where I want to be, and you know, I don't have anybody to blame but myself. I really don't. So anyway, that's that. I'm not going to beat myself up over anything. You know, I'm just going to keep pushing and keep going forward, and I'm going to keep working out, and I'm going to keep being as strong as I can. And I shouldn't expect more from myself than that. You know, that's already a lot to expect from myself as it is. I don't want impossibility stacked on. I don't want to say, well, I'm never going to eat this again. That's not realistic. I'm going to likely have cheat days for the rest of my life. But limiting those to very, very special occasions and learning from those cheat days, because I'm telling you, I don't know what it's like for everybody else. I don't know if anybody else out there that's even going to be watching this has tried carnivore. But once you've been carnivore for a little while and you have a cheat day, you feel bad. And I don't just mean the next day. I mean, like, you can start feeling horrible if you go like 2 months without eating any carbs or really low carbs and no sugar, then you eat a piece of cake and see how that makes you feel. You feel rotten. I mean, you feel horrible, and it's almost that quick. So, learning from those and remembering how bad that stuff makes you feel, at least in my opinion, a lot of times helps keep me from going down that road again. I'm on the interstate and I'm going a little bit faster now, so it's starting to get loud. So I'm going to hop off on out of here. It's Wednesday, March 29th, 2023. Beef, bacon, butter, and eggs. Today's day 4. I'm going to get on the scale on April 1st, and then again at the end of April to see, what kind of changes have gone on. I anticipate I'm going to be pretty happy with that, but got to get through the month first. I'm doing my element electrolytes every day. Can't stress it enough. Electrolytes are one of the most important parts of this way of eating. Anyway, so everybody have a great one, and catch you later.